Hello, hi, welcome back to the Facials 5-Day Challenge. You are here at day 3. My name's Brittany Noltemeyer, and we are talking about stage presence, confidence, and how that can help your child score higher at competition. This weekend I was judging at a theater competition, and I judge a lot at dance competitions, and then there just aren't as many theater competitions as there are dance. So maybe like 3 a year for theater. And so they would put on a full musical and then we give feedback on it. It's a feedback-based competition. And in the end, it always comes down to confidence. In this, we're talking about stage presence and this, but I can see when the theater kids come on stage, like we were talking about yesterday with that posture, if they walked out without the confidence in their posture, I can already give like a whole list of feedback because that just tells me so many things. So, welcome back. We are here. And that's why no matter if we're in theater, if we're in dance, if we're doing that presentation in school, all of these things apply because it just comes down to gaining more confidence as a human being. And my favorite thing is when I'm teaching and I'm like, okay, what do we need to do here, kids? What do we need to do? And they say, have more confidence. Okay, do you know how to do that? Do you know how to just magically have more confidence? No, if you did, you'd be doing it already, right? I mean, no matter where you are, if you're an adult and you walk into a room that you're uncomfortable in, or a child walking on stage, nervous for their routine, it's really hard to just be like, oh, let me put on my confidence pants now, right? It all comes through practicing and practicing, so then practicing it in the studio and then practicing it in real life. So that's why yesterday and the day before we were talking about habits. The first day we were just talking about what is your facial habit? Where does this like to live? Does it live comfortably in a smile? Does it live comfortably with like furrowed brows? Does it live comfortably here with the whole body language change? What's your facial expression habit? Then yesterday we talked about the habits of our posture. Is your posture here, or do you have pretty good posture and you're always walking around with this body language of confidence? Okay, so now today we are we're moving forward into the mirror check. Again, this is kind of like quick fix that you can apply today and hopefully use this weekend if you're going to competition. Who's going to competition this weekend? If you are, will you comment for me? Comment on the video and let me know which competition you're going to because I want to root you on. Maybe even share the live stream link. I love when people share that with me, although I will say it's super hard to follow. So like a text message that says going on in 5 minutes, then I can open it up, or 10 minutes is really, really helpful for any of my people who I'm like, let me see that. Because you open it up and it's really hard when you're not there and you don't know the studios and you can't really tell what number they're on. Like the live stream is great, but it has its pluses and minuses. So let's dive into today's lesson. So look at me. I even was like here with you and then I adjusted my posture because even I couldn't stand that. Okay, so today's lesson is the mirror check. If you want to follow along, go grab the worksheet at today's challenge website, which I've included here in the description, but it's the same as the last 2 days. It's just my name, BrittanyNoltemeyer.com/challenge3. Okay, it's right there in the description. I know my name is kind of long and spelled difficultly, but BrittanyNoltemeyer.com/challenge3 because we're on day 3. So this is what we're doing today. We're getting silly. We are getting silly. If you can get silly, then you are going to be able to apply this more quickly, whether you're doing a serious dance or a funny dance. So this I want you to apply directly to your solo that you're working on. All right. So what you're going to do is you are going to just isolate what's happening here. Take away the dance steps, take away the fear of the musicality and what we're normally thinking about. And you're just going to sit in front of a mirror or sit in front of your phone camera like this. And you are going to over-exaggerate your facial expressions for the entire song. All right. You could start with the first 30 seconds and then do that again. You know, we might need a couple times to get into it to be able to loosen up a little bit. I really wouldn't sit down because if you're sitting down, it's hard to like allow yourself to be, to like fully embody the silliness. So like stand up, stare in front of the mirror as close as you can, and over exaggerate your face. If you're smiling, give me like the biggest, stupidest smile you can do. If you're supposed to be sad, be so sad. And then pay it, and it'll help you start to pay attention to what's going on in your music. Again, you are not dancing at this point. It's just your face. This is a facial expression boot camp. So you're here to fix this. Follow the instructions. Yes. So first, step 1, perform your facials only to your music. You can isolate just a section, or if you're like struggling with the ending, you can do that one over and over again. I say no arms, no movement, just full commitment to expression. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to stand like a stick and go. It's crazy, isn't it? But stand and like look at, even my shoulders are moving as my face is changing. Okay, step 1. Then step 2 is, I was just saying, do it more than once. Okay, so today's lesson might take you a little bit longer because we're doing more than just checking if our shoulders are rolled back and down. So perform with your face to your song, do it again, and then do it with your dance. Yep, push play, do it with your dance. Even if you're in your living room at home and need to mark most of it, but like go full out with this, because when we get to the studio, then we start to get worried about what other people think and what other people are seeing. So just let today be about you in your mirror, like only worrying about yourself. You can do it in your bedroom, close your door. Privacy is totally fine here because you need to just get a little bit more confident in yourself before you are showing others what you've been practicing. Unless you're ready to go for it. But that's what I would do. I would go to my bedroom, close the door, practice in front of my mirror that like I would use to put my contacts in, and then put it with the dance and then bring it to the studio. Okay. Let's see. So that's the worksheet. It just kind of briefly walks you through those 3 steps. Super simple. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You just got to do it. You've got to do it. That's the main thing with all these facial expression things is if you're like, okay, cool. Like I want to finally start scoring higher. I'm going to go do this. It's just these like confidence bumps we need to get over. So I encourage you, I said this on the first day, but I'm going to remind you in case you missed that. If you walk out without any stage presence, remember, this is a competition, meaning you're getting scored on these categories. You're already at a 0 with, you're already at like a 75% because your stage presence score would be a 0, right? If you're giving nothing, if you're giving what we call straight face or bored face, or you look so terrified, then you're already coming out with like a C in school, like a C+. Okay. And we don't want to start there. We don't want to start at a C and then have to prove ourselves. No, we need to be ready in the wings. And this is going to go a long ways. On page 2 of the worksheet, I want you to rate yourself. I gave you these fun little emojis you can circle. Just rate. How comfortable are you doing this? Yeah. Again, this is for nobody but yourself. And then write down 3 things you noticed. Are you stiff? Are you going back to like a default face or like bad habits? Or are you missing contrast? Are we just like, did you push play and did you sit in front of the mirror for 3 minutes like this? With this painfully plastic smile? Hopefully not. Or at least maybe that's where we started and then we start to get a little more comfortable. Even if you're smiling and you start to do this, and you just move your chin, your thoracic area a little bit more, which we're going to be talking about in the boot camp. Okay. And then I want you to set your goal. Set your goal. Yeah. First 2 days were about awareness. Now we're applying. This is application day. Okay. So make sure you really are applying this to your routine because I bet a lot of you are competing this weekend. Who's competing? Again, put it in the comments. Let me know where you're going to be and what competition, and maybe it's next weekend, but still let me know because I love finding out. One final thing before we go today, because that lesson is pretty self-explanatory, is the facial expression boot camp is officially open for registration. So this is our challenge, one quick action every day. The boot camp is a lot more invested. So it's a 3-day intensive where we are talking about specific things for your solo. You'll submit your solo song, not like your routine, but you'll submit your song, and then we'll be talking about the overarching expression of what you should be doing, and then the arc of what we want to be doing throughout that song. So I'll be able to give you like exact feedback on your music as long as you submit it. And, so that you can go into the next weekend and every time you perform it with more confidence, feeling better, and not having to say right before you go out on stage, what do I do with my face? What do I do with my face? That's like the worst thing I can hear when I'm at competition, right before you go on. I'm like, oh, you needed to study this before you got here. You needed to learn that before you needed to make a decision. It's just about making decisions, okay? So boot camp is officially on sale. It's just $47. 3 days. We're doing the full intensive. You can go sign up for that now. Again, it's just my website, BrittanyNoltemeyer.com/bootcamp. If you want to be a part of that, we are starting on Sunday. So I picked this calendar for you because I know that we're all in comp season. So either you are free on the weekend, but probably not, or you are at competition and it's nearly impossible to get away. So this boot camp is starting Sunday morning, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday morning, and all of it can be replayed. So if you are at competition, you can come back to it later. But the goal is, so it starts Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then for that to gear you into next weekend. So if you have a competition next weekend that you really want to see some progress on, you want to stop hearing the judges say, come on, we need more expression with this piece. I need you to do more than just smile. We need to have at least 3 expressions to this song. If you hear any of that stuff and you want to start hearing new feedback and finally starting to score higher, right? Because expression, storytelling gives you bonus points. It allows your judges to forgive the technical flaws. And so that's what we'll be working on in the boot camp, officially on sale now. If you want to be a VIP, you can absolutely do that. But I'm super excited about that. It will be kind of similar as like this with the live videos, but it won't be in this public group. It'll be private for those who sign up and commit to the program. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. But back to today's lesson, the mirror check. Do the mirror check, have fun with it, do it with your friends. We dance because I dance because I love to like express to the music and dance to songs I like. Okay, so do that now. Do that now. Take the fear of the competition out of it and just dance to the music you like. Use your face. Have fun. Be you, the fun human being that you are, the fun student, the fun dancer, whether that is expressively sad or expressively big and joyful. And you're just going to soar. Thanks for joining me today. That's all I have for you. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to just message them here. I can see the comments popping up and I would be happy to answer anything live for you. So, Micah, you're here. Hey, I responded to your email and I'm excited to talk to you more. Yeah. Hello to Temple, Texas. I love your story and everything. I'm like, yep. I get you. Okay. So I read your novel. I read your book and, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for Finley. Okay. So that's what we have going on today. Micah, I will see you at the boot camp on Sunday, and you all have a wonderful day. Happy dancing. Happy mirror checking. Yes.